Hi, welcome back to the Mulesoft tutorial. In this video, we'll discuss about the CICD process, continuous integration, continuous delivery, how we can achieve this with the help of Jenkins, Maven and Git. So what we want to achieve, I will explain you and then we'll do one practical session. Okay, so what I want is, so I have my code in Git and my code enables with the Maven repository Maven. So I have pom.xml, and what I want is I want to build this code with the help of Jenkins. Whenever there is a push or there is a check in this code, I want to build this code, and then I want to, after building, I want to deploy that particular code into my Cloud Hub. So to achieve this, we need four things. One, we need our project which is Mavenized with the help of pom.xml. In Mulesoft, in Mule4, all the projects will by default will be Mavenized. Then we need the Jenkins. We need to install the Jenkins on our local system. Also, we need to create account in GitHub or GitLab, any of the services which provide the Git. And then we can do with the help of these three things, we can deploy our application on Cloud Hub with the help of Jenkins. So to deploy application on Cloud Hub, we need Mule Maven plugin. So I will explain you what is Mule Maven plugin. So if we'll search Mule Maven plugin, here on Google, the first page will come this as a Mulesoft documentation. So I want to deploy with the in Cloud Hub, so I will click deploy application to Cloud Hub. Over here, this configuration, this plugin is nothing but a Mule Maven plugin which is configured for Cloud Hub deployment. Same way we need to do it in our pom.xml. So to do this, we need to open this pom.xml, and if you will see, this Mule Maven plugin will come as by default. So we need to add this configuration for Cloud Hub. So what things are there? So just need to copy paste from there and you can put over here, and you need to provide the anypoint mulesoft.com if you are using Cloud Hub. If you are using your on-premise, then you can give your own server over here. And which Mule version we want to deploy? 4.3.0. so this will deploy into 4.3.0, and the username and the password of my Mule anypoint platform. And then what is my application name? So my application name is my calculator Jenkins app, and in which environment I want to deploy this, what is the region, how many workers I need, and what is the worker type. So these details you can also get it from here. If you go down, you can see worker type, number of worker, by default it's 1. Worker type is micro. If I want to give 0.1 vcore, if I want to give 0.2 vcore, we can give small, medium according to our requirements. Then the region, so I want to deploy this in US East 1, so this is the by default, and we can also send our region according to our requirement. Here object store v2, we need to give this as true because we'll use object store v2 version in our applications. And if you want to give any particular business group, we can pass that business group, so that application will deploy that app into that particular business group. Okay, so these things we need to pass while we are deploying the application on Cloud Hub. Also, if you want to pass the properties, let's say I want to pass the environment properties, so we can add the properties env and the value. Let's say I want to give this as dev, so this will take as a dev property, and also I define this as object store true. After doing all this, what you need to do is you need to run the Mule Maven command to deploy this application on Cloud Hub. To do this, we have this command Maven clean package deploy -d mule deploy. This command will copy, and we'll go to the location pom.xml location. So what I will do, I will just right click over here, I'll go to properties, and here I'll go to a particular location. in that particular location I need to run the command which I copied. So I have over here, I will just add cmd, and now I will run that command. I click on enter. So what this will do, this will deploy my application on Cloud Hub. So this will deploy my application over here. So right now you can see there is no Jenkins application over here. We have only 4 applications. Once the deployment is successful, then you can see one more application deployed on this Cloud Hub. So the deployment is going on. So this will take the code, build that code, and then deploy on the Cloud Hub. I will pause the video. Once the deployment is successful, I will resume it. Okay, so now we can see that the build is successfully completed, and here if we'll open, yeah, this app is automatically deployed from the system. We can go and check the logs also. So in this way we can deploy our application directly to the Cloud Hub with the help of Maven. Now we will see how we can deploy our application with the help of Jenkins and GitHub. Okay, so first of all you need to install Jenkins on your local system. So you just need to write Jenkins install, or you can say download. The first link will come as Jenkins download, and then you need to download according to your system which you are using. If you are using Docker, Ubuntu, CentOS, Windows, Mac OS. So if you are using Windows, so you can download it for the Windows. I have already downloaded this. So post downloading that particular Jenkins, you need to install it on your local system. Once you install this, you will see something localhost 8080 on your system. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to configure the Jenkins, and I need to push my code into Git. So for that I have created my account in GitLab. So this is my account, and there is a calculator app, and this is my source code on that particular app, and the branch is main. Now what I will do is I will just delete this application, and what I will do, I will redeploy this application with the help of Jenkins. So I will go and delete this application. Also you can see that the snapshot jar is created by the Maven from here. Okay, so I will delete this application, and then I will try to deploy this application with the help of Jenkins. Now again we have 4 applications. So this is my source code. As I hope you know that how to push the code and how to create the repositories and branches in Git. If you don't know, just you can have a small tutorial on the Git, then that would be fine. Okay, now once the Jenkins is there, I need to create a new item. So I will log in over here. So we create a new job. Here we need to give the name of the job. My name is, let's say, my Jenkins job, and we'll create the freestyle project. I will click OK. So this will create a job on the Jenkins. Now we need to configure that job. So to configure that, we need to give the description if you want. So my mule application deployment. Okay, now we'll go down here. You will see the source code management. If you're not able to see this source code management, then you need to install the plugin for the Jenkins, Git plugin for the Jenkins. If you're not able to see this, Git. Okay, here we need to give the repository URL. So which repository URL? The URL which we have in Git. So we'll copy this HTTPS one, and then I will paste it over here. And here in credential, we need to give the credential over here. So I already configured this. If you don't have, you need to click on add and Jenkins, and over here you need to select username and password, and here you need to give username and password, and then click on add. So this will add one credential over here. So I already have, so I will use this. Okay, here we need to provide the specific branch we want to build. So the branch right now I am on is main. I want to build main branch. So over here I will give Instead of master, I will give main. Okay. Now these build trigger is nothing but when you want to trigger the build. One is we can build periodically, every day we can build the project. One is poll SCM. What this will do, it will give the cron expression over here, and this will take the build after 1 minute or every hour. So let's say our role select is I will just do a simple build with the help of Jenkins. Okay, now over here these are not required. We can pass the secret text and files over here, but it's not required. Now we'll go to the build. Okay, so if you are using the Windows, you will use the execute window batch command. If you are using shell, you can use shell or ant or gradle build. So we're using Windows. Here we need to pass the command which to build the application. So we are using on local. So this is the command you can use: Maven clean package deploy -d mule deploy -d skip tasks. That means I want to skip the MU test cases, and this R deploy repository, my internal repo, and the default is C drive snapshot. So what I have did, I have created one folder C snapshots in my local system, so that after building that application on by the Jenkins, that will place our jar over here, and that jar will be placed in Cloud Hub. Okay, so I will copy this command and I will paste it over here. We'll go down. That's it. I will click on save. Okay, so this my Jenkins job is completed. I will build that project, and now what I will do, I will click on build now. So the build is, you can see the build is started over here. We can check the console output. Here we can see all the logs. So it is getting the data from, it is getting the source code from the GitLab for that particular application, for that particular branch, and then trying to build that, download all the dependencies, and it will place my snapshot over here, and then it will deploy. For the first time, this will take 5 to 10 minutes. So I will pause the video and I will restart it. Okay, so now we can see this is deploying on my Cloud Hub. So this is deploying the artifact to my calculator Jenkins app. Here it is creating the application. It is starting the application, checking if the application has started. So over here you can see I got the application, my calculator Jenkins app, which is deployed with the help of Jenkins. Okay, I will go to logs, and it is now deploying. So once this successfully deployed, here you will get the result as successfully deployed application. So over here you can see the build is successful, total time take, and finished at that particular time period. So over here you can see my application is also deployed on Cloud Hub. In this way you can use Jenkins, Git and Maven in order to deploy your applications on Cloud Hub. So this is automated. There are different ways to deploy this. One way is whenever there is a push in the code, then it will automatically trigger. One is we can daily at particular time period we can start the deployment, or like this. So where we can have different deployment strategies also. Hope you understand how we can do the deployment. So this is very useful when you are implementing in a big project, that's CICD. This will be very helpful for the deployment purpose. Hope you understand this video. See you in next video. Thank you.